This is the Tenergy T320 portable power station. My honest first take. It feels like a smart, compact backup for people who want reliable power without hauling a giant battery. I've been using it on 2 weekend trips and a couple of short home outage drills. It's not a powerhouse for big appliances, but it nails the basics and does it with very little fuss. On looks and build, it's clean and straightforward. My unit is the black finish, and the shell feels sturdy without being bulky. It weighs about 8 pounds and measures roughly 11.6 by 10 by 7 inches. So carrying it by the built-in handle is easy with one hand. The front panel layout makes sense. 2 AC outlets sit on one side. USB ports, including a USB-C PD, are grouped nearby. And the 12V carport and 2 DC barrel ports are easy to reach. The LCD is large and readable outdoors. It shows battery percentage, input and output watts, and warnings. The buttons for AC, DC, and the LED light give a clear click, and the LED light has a steady mode plus SOS. Nothing feels flimsy, and I didn't need a manual to figure out where things are. Key features worth noting start with the battery chemistry. The T320 uses Li-Fi-Po4 cells. Short version, this type of lithium battery lasts a long time and stays stable. It's rated for 2,000 plus charge cycles, which is great for something you plan to keep for years. The capacity is about 300 watt-hours, which means it stores around 300 watt-hours of energy. You get 2 110V pure sine wave AC outlets, rated for 200 watts continuous. 400 watts surge. Pure sine wave means the power is smooth like a home outlet, so laptops and other sensitive electronics stay happy. For DC, you get a 12V car socket, 2 12V barrel ports, and 3 USB ports, with the USB-C PD at 45 watts for faster phone and laptop charging. It's solar-ready and supports MPPT. MPPT is a smart solar controller that squeezes more usable power out of your panel, especially when sunlight changes. The internal battery management system handles overcharge, over-discharge, overheating, and short circuits. There's also a built-in LED with an SOS mode. From my experience, setup was as simple as plugging the included AC adapter into the wall. Charging from empty to full took me a little over 8 hours. The screen shows input watts while charging, which makes it easy to see progress. On my first trip, I used the T320 to run LED string lights, charge 2 phones, and keep a 13-inch laptop topped up over USB-C. For the second trip, I powered a small desk fan and a camera battery charger. And I tried a 12V compressor cooler that pulls about 45 watts once it's steady. The T320 handled all of that without drama. I like that I can run the AC outlets and DC ports at the same time. It felt like a mini power hub at camp. As for run times, here's what I saw. A 45-watt cooler ran for roughly 5 to 6 hours. That lines up with real-world math, because running AC involves some conversion loss. A 10-watt LED light ran for many evenings. Charging my phone was basically a non-issue. I could charge a handful of phones and not worry about the gauge moving much. My 13-inch laptop using the USB-C PD port took in about 35 to 40 watts while working and charged fast enough to keep me productive. When I pushed it with a higher draw appliance, like a small space heater as a test, the T320 shut down as expected. The 200 watts continuous limit is real, and it will protect itself when you go beyond that. Solar charging was solid, but depends on weather. I used a 60-watt folding panel at noon on a clear day and saw around 35 to 40 watts on the screen. With light clouds, it dropped quickly. That's normal for portable panels, and the MPPT controller did seem to keep input stable as conditions changed. Car charging worked fine during a long drive. It took roughly 10 hours to top off, which is nice for road trips. Noise and heat were mild. The fan kicks on now and then under load or while charging, but it never got loud. The unit stayed cool enough to touch, even when it was pushing close to its AC limit for a while. What I like most, and where I think it really earns its place, is the battery chemistry and the overall user experience. In my opinion, Li-Fi-Po4 is the best part of this device. Knowing it's rated for thousands of cycles makes it feel like a long-term purchase, not a disposable gadget. The pure sine wave AC is clean, and every device I plugged in behaved exactly like it does at home. The USB-C PD port is a clutch addition. It's fast enough to keep a modern laptop happy without bringing a brick. The screen is big and honest about what's going on. I also appreciate the safety features. Overload protection shut me down a couple of times when I pushed it, and I was glad it did. The portability matters too. 8 pounds is easy to carry from the car to a campsite, and the handle balance feels right. The LED light with an SOS mode isn't a gimmick. I used it to light the table at night, and it saved me from packing an extra lantern. The price also feels friendly for what you get, and there's a 2-year warranty, which adds peace of mind. I did run into a few limitations you should know about. Charging is slow if you only use the wall adapter or the 45-watt USB-C. Plan on overnight charging if you drain it. The 200-watt AC ceiling means some small appliances won't work, and you can't jumpstart a car with this. If I left AC or DC toggled on with no load, the unit sometimes shut off after a while. That's a power-saving behavior, but it can surprise you if you expect it to stay on. I also noticed a small idle drain if I forgot to turn all outputs off. It wasn't huge, but for best results, I shut everything down when I'm done. It's perfect for campers, van and RV casual users, and anyone building a basic emergency kit for phones, lights, a laptop, a fan, a CPAP within the wattage range, or a small 12-volt cooler. For bigger gear like a hairdryer, kettle, microwave, or power tools, you need a larger station with higher AC output. From my experience, the T320 is a bring-it-every-weekend kind of device. It's simple, predictable, and doesn't weigh me down. I'd recommend this for people who value longevity and safety over raw power, and for those who want an affordable entry point into portable power. If you're okay with the slower charge times and you understand the 200-watt limit, it's a dependable companion. If fast recharge and running larger appliances are must-haves, look at higher capacity models. In conclusion, the Tenergy T320 nails the fundamentals: long life LiFePO4 battery, clean AC power, useful USB-C PD, solar-ready charging, and a friendly design that doesn't get in your way. It's not the most powerful unit, but it's one of the more trustworthy ones I've used in this size and price class. It kept my essentials running, helped me work off-grid, and gave me peace of mind during short outages. That's the kind of reliability I want from a portable power station. Check the comments of this video for a link to see the current pricing of the Tenergy T320 portable power station.